Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and Merry Christmas. This is recorded on Christmas Day. So that's why it's still Merry Christmas. But for those that are watching after that, no Merry Christmas to you. There is a lot of talk regarding this Operation Prosperity Guardian, which is the US-led mission to the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea to deter against the Houthis attacks against commercial vessels, particularly those that are deemed to be working for the benefit of Israel, like sending cargo to Israel, or they go to port at Israel, or they are owned by Israel, even in small parts or small percentage. So the Americans, predictably, as I previously did alluded to before this whole thing even become a thing, is that the international community, particularly the West, is going to react. They're going to send the Navy over there. And I also did say that it will lead to an eventual invasion into Yemen in order to stop the Houthis. And people are talking a lot about how this Prosperity Guardian is falling apart because the French, the Italians, and I think one more, I can't remember who, do not want to be working under the American leadership. And it does make some sense if you know what is this all about. So this is posted by the Aussie Cossack on Twitter or X. So this shows the real component of this Prosperity Guardian, at least at the point of December 24th. As you can see that in terms of the Navy ship, it's actually not that much. It's basically one carrier group from the Americans, reinforced by one single UK ship and one Netherlands ship. And then all the other countries that is supposedly part of this so-called coalition, they are all just staffing. One staff, two staff, three staff, 10 staff, 11 staff. Basically, these people are probably just doing admin work, communication work, talking to all the container ships from shore-based communications and whatnot. These countries did not send ships over. So for those that didn't watch the DPA open mic, most of these ships, most of the Navy ships around the world are not equipped to deal with drones or even have a confidence in terms of dealing with ground to surface missiles, anti-ship missiles. So you don't, as a result, you really see a lot of these vessels being deployed for the purpose of dealing with the Houthis. So when the Houthis fire drones or missiles at container ships, these warships' job is just to shoot them down. So essentially, whatever navy that is being sent to this place, including the French that is not part of this American mission, and UK, there are Chinese over there. The Chinese, I'm not sure if they will shoot down anything. All these vessels are not there to attack the Houthis. Not even this Prosperity Guardian with the carrier group, they are not there to attack the Houthis. They are not attacking Yemen. They are just there as a show of presence. It's almost like a PR mission, but they are on a very defensive operation. They are just shooting down drones that they can detect and missiles that they can detect, and then they'll form a kind of umbrella across the entire of this coastline of Yemen, particularly over at this western part, because this is where the Houthis are. The eastern part is actually where the recognized government of Yemen is. So there are actually two factions in Yemen right now, and the one on the west is where the Houthis are, and this is also where the attacks are all happening. Over in the coast of Djibouti, just off Aden, just of Eritrea. So this is the places where the Houthis attacks are, and this is also where the Navy vessels are actually spread out and are trying to intercept all these drone attacks and missile attacks. And so which is why it also makes it very weird that the anti-West or the pro-Russians or anti-American influencers or experts or analysts are celebrating as if that this is a good thing, that this operation is falling down, is cracking up, or is not what it made up to be. Is not a far thing, f around and find out kind of thing. because it isn't. It never was. When I was talking about all these things, when I talk about the Houthis are asking for a war, they're asking to be invaded. I'm talking about actual invasion, and this is actually not that. This is just the first step, the first normal natural reaction of any international cooperations to prevent cargo ships from becoming targets. So this is almost like an anti-piracy thing, just that these pirates are now a full militant group that have conquered half a country. So this is what it is. This is a very defensive kind of a composition. This is not some kind of a they're not going to conduct airstrikes into Yemen, at least not yet. But as the thing's going to continue to escalate, moving forward, we'll probably start to see that kind of happening. But because there are implications, because if a lot of the Navy ships are not prepared, or they are not technologically developed to deal with drones, which is why even the Americans, if they're going to start attacking Yemen directly, they will have to put all this into considerations before. They have to have a naval fleet and assets to be able to deal with drones, and they must have the kind of intelligence, the air force to be deployed in nearby countries in order to conduct all these airstrikes and eventual possible invasions. Because the main concern now is that Houthis say that the attack will continue until Israel ends the war in Gaza. The problem is no one can control what Israel do. The Americans actually don't control the Israeli. The Israeli just do whatever they want. And as a result, the war is going to end only when the Israeli think that they are ready to end it. And this entire blockade actually don't hurt Israel as much as the pro-Palestinian people like to think. It doesn't. It actually hurts the countries that are trading more, particularly Egypt, that depends on the Suez Canal, which is across the Red Sea. No, Suez Canal is here. The vessels that have to go through the Red Sea to go through the Suez Canal, and then Egypt will get a toll. They're going to earn money from that. And because now most of the shipping companies are now moving to go around South Africa to go to Europe, going back to the olden days before there was a Suez Canal thing. This is creating a lot more damage for this type of countries, for Egypt and the nearby countries around here. Because, for example, Eritrea, for example, if they want any goods to be imported into their country, now shipping cost is a lot more expensive. Insurance is a lot more expensive, because to sail and deliver any goods into their country, now there is an added risk of getting hit by a Houthi drone attack or a missile attack, or even getting impounded by the Houthi navy. They will board the ships and basically hijack or pirate it. So this is actually a huge concern. Sudan is the same, but Sudan is in the middle of a civil war, so they can't really do much. So Egypt again will be the biggest damage to this, and of course Saudi Arabia. Any landing on the western coast is now going to be more expensive. Now they have to depend on the Persian Gulf. So all these are the main concerns. It doesn't affect Israel as much as the pro-Palestinian people really hope. So the concern now is that if the Israeli don't stop, or the Israeli completed their operation in Gaza, then decided to go to war with the Hezbollah, or they try to do something more on the West Bank, then we will see the Houthis continue to do this blockade, which means that they will be attracting attention by the West, or by any other countries that is affected, to really start to consider whether the Houthis being around is a good thing or not, and thus attract an invasion. This invasion is not going to happen suddenly. It's going to have a build up. People have to lose enough money and then take enough damage before they will actually make such a decision, because military actions means a lot of money, a lot of expenses, a lot of people will die. Politically, it's not as friendly. A lot of people will be angry. There's a political cost to it, and this affects in basically all countries, so even United States. So anyway, this is just update and in terms of my perspective, in terms of this Operation Prosperity Guardian, people are talking to the way ahead of what it is. It is not a kind of a F around and find out kind of thing. It's just not. It's just a defensive thing, because what do you expect the Navy to do? Without a landing force, you can't take out the Houthis. So just by the Navy, just by Air Force, there's a limitation what they can do. Particularly in today's age, drones and missiles, just as shown by the Hamas, they can be fired anywhere. So even the Israeli in the active war zone in the Gaza Strip can't even take out all these rockets launch sites. So what to talk about a bigger territory like Yemen, where it's full of mountains, and the missiles can basically be or drones can be literally be launched anywhere. So yeah, so this is just something that I want to talk about to clarify a bit. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Do press the like button, subscribe. Let me know if you think this kind of pure opinion analysis, not so much of a news centric kind of reports. Let me know what you think about it, and in the comments, just to feedback though, because so that we can continue to improve the content and the reporting or the videos in a way that you like it. If you enjoy it more this way, then I'll do it more this way, because yeah, I can say anything in many different ways. So you just want to find some ways that you guys will enjoy it more and find it more easy to watch. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next update, and Merry Christmas.